Is that shit in the board changing? Do
Yes.
you ever change it?
All the time.
You know your handwriting is for shit. For some
It is.
reason, the X on artifacts is leaving. It's like rising like the sun. It's going off.
I've always been terrible at writing on a board because the first thing, most people, when they write on a board, you do this. If you were in a room full of 13-year-olds and you turn your back completely every time you got to write on the board, oh man, it's a timing mechanism for when all the dumb shit gonna happen in your classroom, right?
That's why you got to be digital, bro. You got to be able to face them and type, and your typing goes over, or your iPad, and that goes up on the board.
So when I write on the board, I'll usually do this because I'm used to writing at this angle. I have bad handwriting already.
So let's redesign it. Now's your chance. You're an education consultant, you're a PhD. You can come to the table with the idea that says, well, while we're at home now, we have some time. But these are the inherent problems with the system as it was working. Since nobody's in the building anyway, why don't we just go ahead and make the classroom of the future? If Dr. Maurice Dolberry were to invent the classroom of the future, how would you do it?
Write the notes on a board and then take a picture. And then give the students those notes. And then allow them to reference the notes while the lesson is going on, in between the lesson, whatever.
So are you still writing like this? You're actually writing on the board still? Okay.
I am not writing while I'm talking. So the classroom of the future is not to be writing while you're talking on the board. You get and so what is always behind me are my own prompts and notes. And so one of the things it is a concept in education. It's called teaching for transparency. And it's a set of practices that you use as a teacher. One of the things is just making it so that your lesson plan is open and available. It's not some secret hidden away in some notebook somewhere. And you're like, here's the knowledge. That's all you can have. You know, it's like, no, here's the whole lesson plan. You can see my notes on it. Here's what I think is going to happen. Here are the directions I think we're going to go. This isn't meant for you to have the whole story. This prompts me. And so then you take those notes, use them as a prompt or set of prompts. And so what I would do is I'll take my students, have them use like Seattle Public Schools has a laptop program. So all the students have Wi-Fi and they all have a laptop. You can take a picture of that board, incorporate it into your notes program. All the students have their note-taking program they use. Now you're using my notes as a prompt. It's not the place that you focus your eyes while I'm teaching. It's the supplement that you just kind of glance to when you have a chance.
Why can't that be done now?
Most people don't, because most people try to teach real time.
Is this, the fact that we're all digital now, a teachable moment for teachers?
This is exactly what I'm doing, right? So on Canvas, you go back and look at my old classes, you'll see my board notes from every day. And so my students would take those board notes in a picture. And then one of the lessons that I would have them do, even as college, freshmen, sophomores, whatever, I would have them take my notes and then they add notes to it. They incorporate it into their own notes. They take that picture, they crop pieces, and then they put it into their electronic notes. Here's what Dr. Dolberry was saying on X, Y, and Z. And so the whole note taking and studying becomes a technologically involved process.